in my own destiny. Here on the job, no, it is not hard to see.
Welcome to Labor's View. This show is brought to you by the very hardworking and dedicated employees of the Essex County Division of Welfare. They are the non-supervisory employees, and they belong to our union. CWA Local 1081 stands for the Communications Workers of America. I'm David Weiner. I'm president of the union and host of this show, Labor's View. This evening we have two lovely guests with us here who are nice enough to come out in the horrible weather that we've been having, which is snow if you're watching whatever time. And they are both employed by New Jersey Citizen Action, which is a activist group, is that a fair way to put it? That is statewide, and whose board I just happen to be a co-chair of for the last several years. In fact, I just saw your boss, Phyllis, say okay, I think it was on Sunday, Saturday or Sunday, could have been Monday. But anyway, it was in Asbury Park, but they were doing a thing about equity for restaurant workers, so they could start getting days off and more pay and all that kind of stuff. So Citizen Action is always fighting for the underdog, and against the big powers that be. Although I have to say, just on the side, one of the powers that be that was there, who was actually very good, was the owner of McClune's Restaurants, Tim McClune, and he, even though he was supposed to be the enemy, he was very good and I hadn't seen him in years. I went to high school with him, actually.
Oh, wow.
He was a senior, I was a freshman. He had no idea who I was, neither then nor now, so it's just as well. Anyway, I'm going to introduce our guest, Vera Ohene.
Yes.
And you are with Citizen Action, and you are a certified application
Counselor.
Mm-hmm. And in what area is that?
This is for the Affordable Care Act for health care.
Okay. And the Affordable Care Act is what?
This is where individuals are now eligible, all individuals are now eligible for health coverage, health insurance.
And it's commonly known as?
The Affordable Care Act?
Yes.
Most people are associating it with Obamacare.
Obamacare, right, okay. Right answer, very good. I knew I'd get it from you. Okay, and we'll get back to your discipline. And our other guest is Amina Hayward.
Yes.
And you're quality
reviewer, quality reviewer, tax preparer.
Tax preparer. And you specialize, or you handle at least the earned income tax credit, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And what is the earned income tax credit?
The earned income tax credit is a credit that's available to taxpayers who have qualifying children under the age of 19 or under the age of 24 and is a full-time student. And it's available to families making with earnings under $52,000 or less.
Okay, now let's go into your program a little bit. So, in layman's terms, I'm someone who's making what percentage of poverty?
If you're earning $52,000 or less and you're filing head of household or married filing joint, or even some single people get it as well, but under that income of $52,000.
So no matter how many people are in the household, the magic number is less than $52,000 a year.
No, there are some variances. Like if you're single, it would be less. It would be if you're single and you're just filing on your own, you would have to be between ages 25 and 65 and making, I believe, between 14,000 or less.
Okay.
You would qualify. If you make over and you're single, then the credit is no longer available to you.
So this is a tax credit.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, it's really putting more money in your pocket because you're paying less in taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So it enables people who don't make a lot of money to stretch the income of their households by this tax credit.
Mm-hmm.
And just as these big corporations get all these tax credits, these are tax credits for the little people. I mean, nothing is as juicy or lucrative as for the big shots and the big boys. Not just the corporations, the CEOs as well, with their money in the Cayman Islands. What we'll do now is we're going to take a break from our interview, and we're going to go to a taping of the grand opening of the annual grand opening, this year's grand opening, of the New Jersey Citizen Action, but believe combined tax, EITC tax program combined with the Americans
Affordable Care Act.
Right, Affordable Care Act. So they combined and had a grand opening.
Yes.
And in terms of the EITC, you guys told me that, because our producer Jerry covered it for our show, that one of the employees of Citizen Action, Crystal Eschner, that she introduced a client by the name of Joanna Wanton.
Yes.
And Joanna spoke, I believe, about the value of the program to her. So let's take a look at what she said.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Phyllis Salo Kay, and I'm the director of New Jersey Citizen Action. And I am absolutely thrilled to be here today for the grand opening of both our free tax preparation center, the EITC center, and I actually believe this is the best center we've had in all of the years that we have been set up here. And this year we have something new, and we are able to enroll folks into the Affordable Care Act. So we will not only be doing health care, we will not only be doing people's taxes and getting them an EITC return, which you will hear about in a little bit, but we will also be able to enroll them in health care, in the Affordable Care Act, or if they qualify for Medicaid expansion. So we are really excited to be opening what we now call our Economic Security Center right down here in Newark.
Good morning, and thanks for joining us here today. Today I'd like to introduce to you Johanna Anton, who's been coming to the tax center. I believe this is her 4th year, and she's going to share her story with you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Joanna Anton, like Crystal has said, and this is actually my 5th year coming here to get my taxes done with New Jersey Citizen Action. This program actually allows me to save a lot of money because everybody knows that nowadays getting our taxes done is very expensive anywhere else you go. So like he said, if it's free, it's for me. So this actually is helping me out a lot because I'm actually expecting another baby, and I'm actually moving out because I need a bigger apartment. So I love New Jersey Citizen Action, and I hope the Earn and Conquer stays here forever. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Now, I've just seen this very moving but brief testimony from a client of Citizen Action and how much the program meant to her. By the way, this Citizen Action site is located at 165A
165A.
Halsey Street
Yes.
in Newark.
Yes.
And this grand opening occurred when?
On February 11th.
Are you asking me or telling me?
No,
I wasn't there.
no, February 11th.
Sorry, February 11th.
Tuesday, February
Okay.
11th.
How did you react to this young lady's?
Well, I was very moved by how she was saying that the refund really has helped her this time, because she not only has she just moved, she's pregnant, she's expecting a child, and she was very happy with the refund that she's going to receive.
Now, you've experienced other, obviously, being
Yes.
a resource person. Give us some anecdotal histories of the kind of people you've dealt with and what this EITC, Earned Income Tax Credit Program, meant in their lives.
A lot of the clients that come in and that do receive the EITC, they're very appreciative of the program, because if they were to go anywhere else, it would cost to do the return a lot more than It would just cost a lot anywhere else.
Well, is
But
there
we
a charge?
No, we do the service for free,
Okay.
and which guarantees that they get every amount of their, every bit of their money, all of their EITC. They get all of their EITC. Everything they earn, they get. So a lot of the clients are very appreciative of the program.
And what about the ACA side, the Obamacare side? Do we charge them for that?
No, we do not.
That's also a free service.
It is a free
So people should understand that both these services will cost them nothing, so that whatever benefits they get out of it by enrolling in it, in
Yes.
your case. The difference is that with the we'll use say Obamacare, because that's what people relate to, and the president doesn't mind anymore. He's proud
Oh,
of it.
okay.
He's taken ownership of it.
Yeah.
In fact, there have been so many attacks upon the program by the Republican Party, because I think Congress has tried to abolish it 48 times so far, and not going to, but they've made votes to it because the Republicans control the House of Representatives. That Obama once said that, the President Obama once said that it's going to be such a successful program that the Republicans in the future will not refer to it as Obamacare anymore, because they won't want to give him the credit, which I think was a pretty good line. Now, what I was saying is you have two parts of it. If you make 133% or less than 133% of the poverty level, then you're eligible for what's known as Medicaid.
Yeah.
And Medicaid is a program that is county run. So, ironically, and our members of CWA Local 1081 and all county welfare agencies, they are the employees who service and take the applications for Medicaid. Now, if you earn above 133% income, then we're talking about Obamacare. And that's where the applications come in for places like Citizen Action and other places that are, I believe you're a navigator. I think they basically don't they refer to you as a navigator?
No, I'm a certified application counselor. But once we do an application for an individual, the system itself, they don't necessarily have to go to Medicaid, because once they don't qualify for the Affordable Care Act, they automatically are sent over to the New Jersey Family Care. So I'm able to finish the application and find out whether or not they're eligible for New Jersey Family Care and Medicaid.
And if we say New Jersey Family, where is that located?
Every county has their own separate office, but it is with the social services.
Okay, it is social services. Okay. So, also at this grand opening event was a very good friend of mine, a brother in labor. He's actually the president of CWA Local 1039. His name is Lionel Leach. And Lionel was there, I'm told, because he was there to speak about what? What was Lionel there for?
He spoke in reference to cab drivers needing health care.
Okay, and we believe we're talking about the city of Newark.
Yes.
Yeah, so his local organized the taxi cab drivers, and they don't have the health coverage, so he was saying that basically ACA would be very beneficial
To the drivers.
to his members.
Yes.
So my good friend Lionel, by the way, used to be, I don't think he is anymore, he's probably too busy being president of 1039. 1039 CWA is a big state local. 1081, ours is a county local. The state locals all have 30 in the numbers, 1038, 1037. So Lionel is recently become the president, I think last year, and I've known him for many, many years. He used to be an aide to State Senator Ron Rice, among many, many other accomplishments. So let's see what Lionel had to say about his cab drivers and the value of Obamacare to them.
The Communication Workers of America, Local 1039, represents about 4,500 state workers and child care workers throughout the state of New Jersey. We represent workers in 19 out of the 21 counties. It's a very diverse local, representing workers not only in the Department of Community Affairs, but also DIFAS workers, offices of education, as well as juvenile justice commission employees. But earlier on this year, we took a new endeavor because we noticed that there was a lack of representation and there was a lack of people actually being able to speak up for a group of workers that are a major part of the industry in the state of New Jersey. And these are taxi cab drivers. And in the city of Newark, there are close to 2,000 taxi cab drivers that have been working, driving, making wages between $5 and $6 per ride. They get about 5 to 6 rides per day, maybe 10. And at the end of the day, they've been working very hard. Some people have been working to the excess of over 20 years driving a cab. But driving a cab in the city of Newark, as you know, can be very dangerous at times. But one of the first things that we noticed is that, well, number one, they were not able to receive a cost of living increase. But most importantly, they were not able to receive and did not have any health care. So as we decided as an organization that we needed to look into this industry and uplift the lives of these cab drivers, we partnered with New Jersey Citizen Action to work together to put together this initiative so our cab drivers will be able to apply for the Affordable Care Act. Every member of 1039 UTA, United Transportation Alliance, will be able to come to this office here and apply for the Affordable Care Act. This is a tremendous lift for our members. Most of our members qualify for affordable health care, but they never had health care before. And when we look at our membership and this new membership that we're adding to this local, we look at them and these individuals are no different than some of our working class folks. They work 20 and 30 hours a week, sometimes even more, 12 hours a day, but they have no health care. They won't be able to take their children that they have and be able to give them affordable health care. With the help of New Jersey Citizen Action, we will be able to get that accomplished. And again, I want to thank New Jersey Citizen Action for this partnership and this long-lasting partnership to come. Thank you.
Now, also at this event was another good friend of ours, a gentleman who has been the mayor of Irvington for, I think, a long time. I think at least 8 years. And he's running again. His name is Wayne Smith. He's got a very difficult job because that's a very tough town. And I remember Irvington very well because as a kid, I grew up in Newark in many places. And one of the places, the last place in Newark, was Ivy Hill, if you know where that is. And it's right on the border of Irvington and Maplewood. And I used to walk to Irvington all the time. There used to be a place called Olympic Park, which was an amusement park. And so we also used to fight with the guys from Irvington, but that's another story. So anyway, so over the years, it's gotten a little rougher, and there's a lot of violence and stuff. So, and there's poverty, so he's got a rough time of it. But I think he's doing a good job, and we'll see what the people think because he's up for re-election. So Wayne was there, our good friend Wayne, who also is on the board of New Jersey Citizen Action, which is probably why he came to the event. And he spoke, and Wayne is a great guy and a very articulate man. So let's listen to what Wayne Smith said.
Good morning, everyone. I'm delighted. So you get disappointed because one mayor didn't come, but the neighboring mayor did. So I'm delighted to be here this morning on behalf of the New Jersey Conference of Mayors, because I am the president of the New Jersey Conference of Mayors, representing all mayors in our state. This is a critically important initiative that we're here this morning talking about. Number one, if you talk about stimulating our local economies, whether it's through their tax preparation or the additional money people can get through the Earned Income Tax Credit. So all of you who were wondering what EITC stood for, it's the Earned Income Tax Credit. And additionally, this financial center provides an equally strong opportunity for folks who do not have health care to make the right choice for their family with the Affordable Care Act. And so I want to commend Citizen Action, all of its board members, Phyllis and staff, for making sure the most vulnerable members of our society get health care, but in addition, make sure that they're not gouged by unscrupulous organizations who overcharge them while they're getting their tax preparation done. Now, because we do all of this with the gracious support of our sponsors, and I have this old adage that says, if it's free, it's for me. So thank you very much.
I like that.
We, again, Wayne Smith, an amazing orator as well, I think, personally, a great mayor and a great person. And now let's listen to some of the other VIPs that were there and made presentations.
The Healthcare Foundation of New Jersey has as its core mission connecting the most vulnerable, underserved people in the greater Newark region to quality and affordable health care. In furtherance of that mission, the foundation has awarded more than $108 million in grants since its founding in 1996. Since the passage of the Affordable Care Act in 2010 and New Jersey's subsequent decision to cede the running of its marketplace to the federal government, it has been increasingly clear to us and our grantees that public education about the law and the opportunities that it presents for New Jersey's uninsured and underinsured is of primary importance. It's also become clear that community-based organizations like New Jersey Citizen Action and others need financial support to assemble both the financial and the human resources that are needed in this year and in the years to come in future enrollments. And education, of course, immediate and ongoing education is key to enrollment. The Healthcare Foundation of New Jersey has awarded approximately $500,000 to 15 local agencies to facilitate this work since November 2013. New Jersey Citizen Action is, as you know, a frontline agency that has made consumer health a priority, providing benefits assistance to its constituents in the greater Newark area for the past 7 years. In addition, right here, its work in helping citizens with tax preparation brings about 3,000 or more people into their offices annually. And many of those persons are uninsured, and, important to say that they trust New Jersey Citizen Action with their important documents and personal information. So New Jersey Citizen Action is in a unique position to expand its activities with community partners to take on the education and enrollment challenge presented by the ACA. As a result, the Healthcare Foundation of New Jersey responded to New Jersey Citizen Action's request for funding by awarding the agency a grant of $125,000 to support Affordable Care Act enrollment assistance. New Jersey Citizen Action has hired 2 full-time certified application counselors who are now among 5 at the agency who are helping individuals, either in person at your offices, by telephone, and at off-site clinics, helping people determine their eligibility and options for insurance, and ultimately signing up for coverage. Trustees and staff at the Healthcare Foundation are pleased to hear the ways in which Citizen Action is working alongside other agencies that are similarly engaged in our region. It will take a village to accomplish these goals. Thank you for your attention on this important initiative.
As Phyllis said, my name is Millie Silva, and I'm the proud Executive Vice President for 1199 SCIU, who are healthcare workers across the state of New Jersey, along with 4 other states and the District of Columbia. And I'm also so pleased to be joining Phyllis and others as a member of the Board of Directors for New Jersey Citizen Action, and would like to thank all of the sponsors who've made it possible for this center to exist and to be able to provide the services to the residents of Newark and the greater community. It is thrilling for us to see healthcare enrollment become a pillar of Citizen Action's community outreach campaign, because I believe that the Affordable Care Act will join the Earned Income Tax Credit as being one of the most successful anti-poverty initiatives of recent memory. In 1966, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said that of all the forms of inequality, injustice in healthcare is the most shocking and inhumane. Now, 48 years later, the Affordable Care Act is a choice for our country and the chance and opportunity for millions to finally be able to overcome this long-standing problem. As a union of caregivers, we find it unconscionable that many of our sisters and brothers who are working in the field of healthcare, particularly those without a union, lack affordable health insurance of their own. Not only does this affect their personal well-being, but it also presents a public health risk. Able to receive treatment for what their illness might be, and they report to work to care for others. So 1199 is very eager to correct this injustice by making sure that families across New Jersey are aware of their new healthcare options and have the assistance to gain the coverage they so desperately need. Healthcare is a human right, and something that should be extended to every person regardless of their economic circumstances, and the full implementation of the ACA will be a great step towards this goal. Likewise, the Earned Income Tax Credit is an incredible opportunity for our nation to rebalance the distribution of wealth back towards working families. the working families who are the engine of our economy, the ones who are the future, the ones in whom we have to invest. Our members here in New Jersey work primarily in nursing homes and as home health aides, and they typically earn between $10 to $12 an hour. For a single mother working full-time at this wage, the $2,000 to $3,000 that she can get back in tax credits can be a life-changing amount. It gives her the ability to send her child to community college or finally be able to put a little bit of money away towards her retirement so that one day she can retire in dignity. Let's be clear, the Earned Income Tax Credit Program is not a charity. It's about giving back to working men and women the hard-earned money that rightfully belongs to them. And when you think about the fact that New Jersey continues to have one of the highest rates of unemployment in the nation, putting money back into the hands of working families who are going to spend it in their communities is the most effective way to get our economy moving again. So on many levels, the importance of the services that New Jersey Citizen Action is providing to its residents cannot be understated. We look forward to continuing this collaboration and working with other community partners on this effort.
Now, Amina, on your side with the EITC, with the tax side, when people who are watching the show come in to 165A Halsey Street, they must bring documents with them.
Yes,
you don't want
correct.
them coming in and then finding out they need something and they have to come back. So what do they need when they come in?
Well, we actually have an 800 number they can call to make an appointment, because appointments are better. Instead of walking in, you'll be serviced, quicker if you have the appointment. And the 800 number is 1-888-829-3711. And if they
That'll be on the screen, so
Okay.
you don't have to worry about
So
repeating it.
when they come down to get their taxes, they need to bring ID, Social Security cards for themselves and anyone else on the return, all their tax forms like their W-2s or 1099s, and if they want direct deposit, they would need to bring a voided check.
Okay. Now, on the ACA, also known AKA as Obamacare, people coming for the assistance of New Jersey Citizen Action need to bring certain documentation as well, yes?
Yes, they need to bring a photo ID, their Social Security card, and their document number for legal immigrants. They also need to bring that.
Okay.
And any information as far as their income, as well as any member of the household.
So pay stubs?
Yes, W-2 forms.
W-2 forms.
They'll be valid.
Okay, so when you do go to, if you do go down to 165A Halsey Street in Newark, and for either program, please be prepared to bring those documents so you don't have to come back and make another trip. You can do it all one stop, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Amina, and thank you very much, Vera, for being our guest on Labor's View, and thank you for watching our show this evening. On behalf of the members of CDBA Local 1081, I'm David Weiner, and we thank you and look forward to seeing you on a future